Once you are inside Visual Studio Code, we are going to set up our project. So what we are going to do here, we are going to click on open, and from here we can choose a location and create a new folder here. And I'm gonna call mine HTML learning. You can call it whatever you like. From here you can click open and it's gonna open this folder here. As you can see the HTML learning name on the left here in the Explorer. Since there is no new file right now here, we can just create a new file and it's gonna show us that file here. You can create a file from here, new file, or from here, new file, by going to file and then new file here, or by pressing Command N on Mac and Control N on Windows. This will open up a new tab here and it's gonna be the working environment for us. And you can open as many tabs as you want and switch between them however you like, and switch your focus from one file to another easily. Next, we are going to learn how we can actually create an HTML file. So since we have already opened up a new file, and what we have to do is we can just go ahead and save it. For that, we can just go to File and click on Save. You can do that by Command S on Mac and Control S on Windows. Once you do that, it's gonna open up this window where you can give it a name. So I'm gonna call it my first web page. And this is the tricky part. So here we are going to give it an extension of HTML by giving .html. And this is going to tell our VS Code that this file is the type of HTML. As you can see, this angle brackets around the name. And if we have some other file, for example, JavaScript or CSS, it's going to show a different icon here. And let's close the other files and focus on our my first web page.html. Since this is a HTML file, this can be opened up in a browser. And we can directly open this file in a browser by going to our folder, which is HTML learning, and here, as you can see a Chrome icon here, this is a HTML file and it's gonna open up into Chrome, but that's not gonna open it up as a web server. Since we have installed the extension live server here, what we have to do is open up our file and go to this little icon here that says go live. Once we click it, it's gonna start a new server. As you see, it says that the server is started on port 5500, and then we have some error that we are going to talk about later. And here are web pages running, and now whatever change we are going to do here is going to occur here. So for example, I say, hi, my name as John, and save it, and I'm gonna see that same text here. That means whatever we do here is going to be reflected here as a web page. Here in the URL bar, we can see we are running this file from some location 127.0.0.1 with the port 5500, then slash, and then my first web page.html. And this tells us that any new file that we are going to create here in this folder will automatically work after this slash. So if we were to have a few more web pages here, for example, my first web page and then second.html, and if we are to go here and call it second.html, it's also gonna work, and we are going to check it now. So let's type something here first and save it. Once you are inside Visual Studio Code, we are going to set up our project. So what we are going to do here, we are going to click on open, and from here we can choose a location and create a new folder here. And I'm gonna call mine HTML learning. You can call it whatever you like. From here you can click open and it's gonna open this folder here. As you can